This is Castle Kubalar from Joker Shell OK. This is the final level, and we're going to be combining a few things that we've seen in different levels in the past. I have motor skills, so I can change my jump type between regular jump and spin jump in midair. That rainbow shell there is a shell board, which carries me along with it automatically. Gray shells are non-interactive, they won't be breaking any other sprites that they touch. And I'm going to have to do a spring drop to get up in the pipe. Let's fucking go! No. Almost had a Dupu skills moment there. And here we're facing off against the Kubalar. The only way to do damage to him is by jumping on his head. And for the most part, he stays up high where I can't reach him, except by bouncing off of the shell that he gives me sometimes. In this phase, he has 4 attacks. Most obviously, he throws a shell at me. You can get hit by it, but it's mostly just a tool to use against him. He does this ground pound move here where he drops spikes from the ceiling. They come down in random patterns, and it took a long time to learn to dodge them consistently. I can hit him while he's ground pounding, but he moves so fast it's very unreliable. He also drops the Sumer Bro lightning at me. That causes fire to spread out on the floor, while the lightning bolt itself doesn't hurt you. We just saw the hammers too, that was his last attack. They're very random and very hard to dodge. I probably should have mentioned the shell that we were riding this whole time. It was stuck to Mario's X position. We couldn't have missed the shell if we tried. We're getting into the second phase of the fight now that we've hit him 3 times. That makes us ride on this green shell here that travels freely across the stage. Those thwomps could have come in a few different random patterns, and we had to use them to get up top to hit the Kubalar. The shell is changed again, it's a motor shell, changing between a regular shell and spiny shell every time I bounce off of it, and we're back to gray shells to jump up to hit him. Let's go! Whew! I knew that was gonna be soon. As soon as I got that 6th hit, it was like the code was completely cracked for me. We have a very special gimmick in this level. So every item and enemy acts as though it's stuck inside of a wall. For the enemies, they wind up just walking back and forth. You can see with these turtles and fuzzy beetles. But the shells, if I throw it on the way up, I can actually bounce off of the shell without it needing to hit a wall. So it's like a free midair shell jump. This Goomba, if I let him touch that lava, he would get destroyed. And I need him to break through this turn block and also destroy that disco shell. Grab that gamer coin. Try this again. There we go. Hit the P-switch. I'm gonna do this in 2 moves. Once to actually get that gamer coin, and then another move to jump up here. That was kind of more than 2 moves, but that's okay. This is Tall Peak, a level from Grand Poo World 3. Here, Mario has the ability to climb and wall jump off of walls. This is especially useful to get this throw block up to the top to hit the turn block to go through. As Mario is clinging to the wall, there's a bar that shows up behind him showing how much stamina he has left. If that were to empty out, he would just start sliding down the wall until he hits the bottom. I started that platform moving to the left, and I need to catch it as it's falling to be able to reach the wall. This obstacle right here is what we call a slope muncher. You can't just run underneath it, you have to slide under. Now we also have some red nets up here. They're deadly if you touch them, so we need to use this vertical platform to get around them. Now we're about halfway up a very tall mountain, so there's some traditional mountain enemies for us to avoid, like a fish. This chuck here is 3 obstacles at once. We force him to jump first so we can go underneath, bounce off of him to go over, and then one more time to go across. We're gonna have to do a shell jump here because we don't have wall or floor close enough for us to use. And then we have to let this saw out to get over to the left. We have to go underneath it and then use it to get up on top of the thwomp. Here comes the last trick of the level. We have to ride this Cisco shell over to the right, and then time it so we can spin through it and the other shells. Welcome to the major boss of Perchance. This is SMB3 Mario. He's able to constantly pull out power-ups, and does a different move that I have to dodge every time he does. When he gives me a red shell, it's mandatory that I shell jump over top of the firewall to avoid taking damage. It's going to take 10 hits to beat him, and you'll notice in the background that the moon changes color as the fight goes on. Wow, thanks for the shells, Mario. Shells are the only thing that can hurt him. Gotta get him to do this more often. Once I hit him 3 times and the moon starts to turn red, he's able to use the frog suit and the super leaf power-ups. Touching any one of the leaves that he shoots will hurt me, but thankfully they get fired at a regular enough pattern that I know how to dodge them. The order that he uses his moves in are randomized, and there's actually one attack that we never see during this fight. The frog suit is one of the most dangerous attacks because I have to adapt to being underwater and dodging a very fast-moving enemy. We have the dark red moon right now, showing that we're in the 3rd phase. This gives us an even more powerful version of the leaf attack to dodge. He's still firing leaves even as he falls down to the ground. He follows that up with a hammer attack, which is where I lose my mushroom. One more hit will finish me off. The fireballs that he shoots along the ground move at randomly selected speeds. It's always possible to dodge them, but it can be harder. This is the first time here that we're seeing the Tanuki attack. He walks towards me and then teleports up to ground pound at random spots with the Tanuki statue. Now we've hit him 9 times. He has no more power-ups, but he can still pull a shell out to throw at me. I need to stop that shell and then hit him. He does have one more mushroom coming down from the ceiling. If he grabs that, the fight resets back to the 2nd phase. Okay. This was a difficult fight. It took me about 930 attempts and 12 hours to learn how to beat it. Perchance, arranged by Papa Nug. Hello everyone. Mac is here, Ryan is here, Christina's here. Fireforks was not first. Sorry, Fireforks. Gamer Chris is also not first. Hey, folks. Hey, Owl. Yay! Everything didn't break. I'm so late getting started today because I was busy tinkering with a bajillion different things and getting basically nowhere with it. Yo, Silver Bullet. Let's do Momentum Madness. We are continuing to work our way through Yoshi's Revenge. I'm currently working on very post-game stuff. We're working on feats 2, 3, and 4 simultaneously. And what that means is I am beating the game with less than 50 deaths and going through a very specific route to do so. One thing about that is that I'm not actually good enough yet to be able to beat it in only 50 deaths. But I came to a realization that one thing I could do is every time I die, reset the game, which would prevent it from being able to save the death that I just took. At the expense of making each death take an extremely long time, which I really didn't want to do. And then I realized if I was thinking about the idea of resetting my console every time I died, the other thing I could do is just use save states. Not to beat levels, but simply to return myself back to the checkpoint from whence I came. So that's what we're doing. Is it completely honest? No. No, it's not. Is it really hurting anybody? No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not gonna try to claim that I did this completely 100% legitimately, but also I don't think anybody's gonna care. The person who would care the most is me. That's not what you do there. Yoshigate 2025? Yeah, you could say that. That works out a lot better if I'm actually facing to the right. This is a really cool level. I like it a lot. It goes a long way towards setting up a bunch of stuff that we go through in the next level as well. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! My phone thought I was talking to it. I certainly wasn't. This is such a cool section. I like this a lot. I also don't speak too kindly to Alexa. I figure that the robot overlords aren't gonna judge me too harshly, though. Hey, Raven. Thank you very much for the You're Awesome gift. I really appreciate it. Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not gonna allow that garbage in my chat. Get the fuck out of here. Good God. It was a super funny joke. Someone making an assumption that I was abusing an animal, and that making references to animal abuse that didn't actually happen is a good thing to do. Really, really A+ work from YouTube chat there. That's good, Mr. Wario. Oh, gosh. So anyway, how's everybody's day been? You can jump off of them, okay. Forgot about that. Oh, it's a different kind of animal. That's a virtual animal. So far, so good, even though you're at work. I sat down today with big ambitions of getting things done. And then my big failing was I ordered some toys from the internet and had them come in today. So I spent way more time than I should have tinkering with said toys. There was one that I was really excited to be able to replace something. Hey Paige, thank you very much for the heart me. Done the lawn. Oh god, I need to mow the grass one more time. That's probably gonna have to happen like tomorrow. So I keep meaning to go back to doing cooking streams. It's something I need to just bite the bullet and make time to do. Why is this save state slot 7? I've used like 80 save slot. Okay, so cooking streams. One reason that I'm procrastinating about doing them is that what I've been using to get my cameras working out in the other room is an old cell phone that I have and my current cell phone. And I'm not a huge fan of the way that I have it set up right now. And I ended up buying some extremely cheap webcams to see if I could get them to, sorry, not webcams, security cams, to see if I could use them. And after a bunch of tinkering, I think the answer is no. Yeah, the grass. It's the last thing I need to do with it for the end of the season. I'm waiting until the leaves finish falling off of the trees before I cut it, because I'm just mulching the grass. Yo, thank you very much for the goat trophy. Really appreciate it. Super generous. A lead on a better job opportunity. Ooh, that would be nice. The grass is pretty much given up, but I still need... I let it get too long while it was still growing, and I still need to cut it down. And mulching up the leaves with the mower is a thing. Please, Mac, please. Because, I mean, what I ended up buying, they were so cheap. They were ridiculously cheap, and they'll work great for, when I leave the house and want to just have something that I can check in on the pets with. So it's not a total loss that I've bought these cameras. They're just really not suited to every task that I wanted them for. Trees everywhere, so you're in the yard every other day. I I need to be spending time outside cleaning up the walnuts, because I have a bunch of walnut trees, and they've dropped so many walnuts this year, like way more than last year. And I mean, the first priority is to get them out of the way so I'm not tripping over them. And then maybe I could actually have some walnuts to eat, which would be nice. How cheap is ridiculously cheap? It was like 4 cameras for 20 bucks. And they're all pan and tilt, microphone and speaker. They're not the greatest of quality, but I'm looking at them from my phone anyway. So it doesn't really matter. This is nuts. No. Snow here is very rare. Most years we go probably until December before snow is even on the radar. And when we get it, it's usually nothing. Like it looks pretty coming down, but it doesn't stick to the ground or anything like that. Keep jumping too high there. Ah! Almost.
I seen it.
Thank you very much for the follow. A foot by Halloween? Holy crap. Oh yeah, you're up north. Okay. Timing. I just gave myself a death. Over. I'm going over. Got it? Yeah, no snow in Central Texas. Mm-hmm. Sounds about right. So I finally went back to, I finally went to the grocery store yesterday. And I really didn't get a whole lot. Like, what I got was stuff to make chili with. Because chili just sounds super good to me. That's probably gonna be like tomorrow. I still have some leftover spaghetti from the other night. But my fridge was completely empty of any kind of fresh food. Ah! Cornbread? No, but I am gonna make some. What category of chili? Are there different categories of chili? The pulled pork nachos! No, I haven't. I do still have the pork roast I'm going to turn into pulled pork in the freezer. And I also got barbecue sauce yesterday. So that's also going to be on the menu soon. At least 10 categories of chili. So this is going to be turkey chili featuring beans. Lots of beans. I'm not sure if that answers your question. Be faster. Pulled pork over mac and cheese, yeah. And like the good homemade mac and cheese, not the stuff from the box. Not that the stuff from the box is bad, but I don't. If I'm eating it, I want to just kind of eat it by itself and not be adding it to things. Super Mike with an 11-month sub. Thank you so much, Super Mike. You know what that means.
Streams.
Yeah, cooking streams, I mean, there's something I'm thinking about. I'm dragging my feet on it because of a variety of reasons. But I do want to do them. I mean, one of the problems I run into is just not having the time to do it because I'm scheduling myself time to do other things during the time I have available to stream. We're gonna get a joke from the jokiest joking joke book ever written, No Joke, which is on the chopping block. How did the computer monitor describe the keyboard? Kind of touchy. No, I'm not doing save state practice. I am save scumming to beat 2 and 3. So when we look at the big list of people who beat different feats in Yoshi's Revenge, we can feel free to put an asterisk next to my name for feats 2, 3, and 4. It does not use SA1, no. I have a fondness for boxed mac and cheese. I haven't always had that fondness, but I think there's an element of nostalgia there. That list is extremely short. I've gone very far out of my way to avoid using save states. I think I'm allowed. I think I'm allowed to use them to do an optional super duper hard challenge. Nobody can stop me. That's the best part. And heck, I always say people should play games the way they want to. No, actually, I'm using a handheld emulation device, which I used it for about a solid week when I first got it. And there were some problems I had with it. Mostly related to how it was kind of ugly because it was scaling incorrectly. I installed different firmware for it, and that fixed basically all of those problems. No, the hack saves checkpoints. So the challenge is beating it with 50 deaths or less. Less than 50 deaths? One of those two things. Which, if I was someone who was very talented and had practiced a lot on speedrunning this game and had a very optimized run, I think that's something that I could accomplish. To avoid dedicating like 9 months of my life to speedrunning this game, I think I'm going to choose not to do that. So I don't know what any of those are except for like white chili. I don't know that I'm going to do absolutely everything that there is for me to do. I feel like I'm doing a lot of post-game activity for this game, but I don't know that I'm 100% willing to say right now that I'm doing all of it. Chicken gnocchi soup? I've made a gnocchi soup before. I don't think that I've done one with chicken, though. No. Yeah, I mean, when I do chili, it's just kind of throwing stuff together. It's not something that I take seriously. I think every time I ever talk about chili, I acknowledge the fact that there's people who believe that chili means no beans, and that's not something I agree with. Gotta slow down there. And that's one of the great things about chili, I think, is, you know, it's usually good when you first make it, and then it's even better after you reheat it. And you can't say that for, I think, most things. Ah! My chili's gonna be with pinto beans, which is an odd choice for myself. Usually I go for like kidney beans and Here. Kidney beans. Fairway Northern beans? Don't like beans. So I've always liked the idea of like just cooking up a pot of beans and eating them. But I've never been super successful at actually making something that I want to eat that kind of fits that description. Although I did make up a pot of beans that turned out pretty good not that long ago. 9. Chili that's more like a paste, yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, I really like the end of that level. I like the beginning of that level too, and also the middle part. Alright. This is Torn Apart, which is rated as like 18 stars for length. Oh yeah. Eleanor. I don't think I've done refried beans. I saw a recipe for them that I really wanted to do though. That was like a crock pot recipe. I mean, P-Speed here. You can probably make this jump without P-Speed, but it's way easier with it. H. I think with refried beans, yes, the name is wrong, but it's also just like regrabs in SMW. We use the name because it's what we're used to. I think Cavs would be really proud of me for speaking ill of the term regrab. My checkpoint. My other checkpoint. Good. It's a Willow raid. Hey, Willow. Welcome in. How was the stream? What were you doing? Oh no, it sounds like you brought Theron with you. You killed a giant bug. Oh, in Hollow Knight? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Silk Song. Okay. This is called Get an Optometry Appointment Immediately. Hey, X-Gamer, thank you. I haven't done any thinking about what tonight's ROM hack race is going to be. But it's a Mason level. Mason always makes good levels. Oh, Hollow Knight and not Silksong. Okay. You know, I still owe the people my 100% Hollow Knight playthrough. Was I still gonna play last week's race? No, I'm not gonna still do it. I've already done it, is why. Yeah, I probably need to start working that joke out of my rotation, though. Yeah. I usually struggle with Mason's stuff. Like, even when it's a relatively low-rated Mason level, it usually takes me a while. So we'll see how tonight's is. Oh, is this the RNG part? Oh my gosh. Oh well. Yeah. Well, let's do this. So, like, where exactly does that take me back to? Here. Okay. No! How was I supposed to know? This is a really, really good hack. There's also enough hack here where if you chose to, you could play just this for a very long time. Yeah, what the heck? Save your map 16 already. No, this is this level is just the final level of the game. This is not anything that's hidden behind secrets. Oh no! Whoops. I made a save state I didn't intend to. Hey, Thibs. There we go. Ah! Dang it. Hey, it's a Nyx raid. Hey, Nyx. Did you finally, I'm sorry, did you get through Shine? No, there's 4 sets of 4 different rooms, I think is the way this is organized. We are currently doing some post-game stuff for Yoshi's Revenge. We're working on feats 2, 3, and 4 all together. Feat 2 is something like beat the game with less than 250 deaths. Feat 3 is beat the game with less than 50 deaths. And feat 4 is beat the game without seeing a charging Chuck or a Paracoopa. Oh, the boost level, yeah. My condolences. With the latest version of Shine, there was a lot of stuff that was nerfed. The boost level is one that was severely buffed. Is it the one where you have to stay in front of the bullets? How do you decide not to see a Chuck or a Paracoopa? By scouting out the levels beforehand and not picking levels that have those things. Which, all things considered, was not something that was too terribly time consuming. It was easy enough to rule out certain routes. I know the part you're talking about. That means that you are still in the first section. And you have not gotten any midways yet. Or at least, that's the part you're talking about, is in the first section. I'm trying to remember if there's something like clever that you're supposed to do with that obstacle. I think that like it's not the worst level of all time, of course. But it suffers a little bit by virtue of being kind of an extension of an entire ROM hack that Dupu had made and never released. When I say extension, I mean he made a whole hack using exactly the gimmick that's in there. So Dupu has experience with that gimmick because he made it, and he also made a lot more levels leading into it. And it's something that's very not vanilla. Yeah, I played Dumb and Plumber. I did that after the ROM hack race one night.
It's me, Dupu, of Who's Dupu fame.
Yeah. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Dupu, wasn't that also the obstacle that Peavy told you that you were going to forget how to do it? Yeah, the input display is not working. Oops. That's the Goomba jump? Thank you for the GG. And I can't make it work, so we're not even gonna think about it. That's not a boost block. Don't mind me seeing a yellow block and thinking it's a boost block. Ah. This is different. I'm not sure how this worked, actually. So these are all different rooms, yeah? Yeah, they're all different rooms. No idea what I picked. First time around. This was something like changes the future rooms? Alright, thanks, Jody. The room you get is based on the total selection of switches. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. The thing that made the description kind of go in one ear and out the other for me is that after you die, you're stuck going back into the same room that you've chosen. So you can't really change your mind. Really? Yeah. Like, yes, your choices matter and they influence what you see, but not in a way where you can actually do anything about it. Get out of here. Say, I had a question that I would like a yes or no answer to. That key for that token, is it in Glacial Glide? Sorry, hold on. Is that a Corgi gift? And if that's a Corgi gift, I think I missed another gift earlier, which is gonna mean some jokes from the joke book. And less life for said joke book. Wow! I think I'm supposed to have P speed still. Wow! I'm very clearly doing something wrong there. No, red was not available. Feat 4 mandated that I couldn't get it. Feat 4 was, don't play any level, or don't see any Chucks or Paracoopas. And the red, the element of fire, was not available through any levels that, didn't have one of those things. This is a special challenge playthrough. I'm real sick of dying to triangle jank. Ah! Wow! I am blown away with how fast I'm expected to be there. Good lord! That is no joke. All right. Oh. That would have been really cool, though. I did it off of... I think... the sprite killer wall, the sprite killer property of the unsaved map 16 blocks. So the baby Yoshi was involved. Oof. Okay, so I'm making too big of a jump out of the water there. I did notice that. Yo, it's an Honest Thomas raid. Welcome in. How's it going? Ooh, Full Bloom. That's a good one. Thank you for bringing your folks with me. Hey, Gooch. Hey, Fail. Hey, Anti-Minky. We are currently doing, I guess, technically some Yoshi's Revenge post-game stuff. There are some special rewards that you get for beating the game with a low number of deaths. And also for beating the game by taking some special routes. We are looking to get 3 of those rewards all at once. By way of... by way of getting less than 250 deaths? Less than 50 deaths, and also beating the game without seeing any charging chucks or Paracoopas. And this is the final level, which means it's probably only going to be like 3 more hours, and I am save stating to get a low number of deaths. Yeah, this has been really good. There's so much stuff in here that I would hesitate to even start to say that I would want to do everything. But like everything in here that I've done so far has been really, really good. Oh, there's water there. Am I too far ahead? I thought I was going to be really far behind from how I'm handling that shell. Is it food fight for the Atari 7800? 7200? I actually can't remember the number now. I think I'm actually going to delay a little bit there. Well, that didn't work out. I think that's probably what's supposed to be done there. That, instead of the crazy nonsense I've been doing to get up. Okay, I need to hit the top of that block, not the bottom of it. That's what's going to make the difference. I'm so far up towards the top of the screen there, though. Oh, man. Maybe you were gonna say Anita's Barbie. Carmen, thank you very much for the love you so much gifts, as well as the heart me. I really appreciate it, and I love you so much as well. It is a lot of hungry Yoshi. I really appreciate that on this second playthrough I'm still finding, by way of having taken a different route, still finding new things for me. That's neat. No, you dingus. That's not how you do that. Yeah, there's just so many different routes you can take. There are, I think 4 different feats that are accomplished. Simply by taking a different path through the game, like a different, very specific path. What? Millions. Millions and millions. Billions and billions of routes. I probably could have gotten through there. And that's just one level. You can't do that. You can't sneak past the dolphin. He's there. You have to wait for him. You gotta go around him, not through him. Okay, alright. Reality eating Yoshis. I do kind of feel like I'm doing something very wrong here. And I say that simply because I was getting super duper far ahead of the screen. And still being barely able to keep up. I think I see the thing that I can do differently. Because I did it. I'm right there with you. I have a real hankering for McDonald's, but it's been a while since I've had McDonald's. And I think I'm okay with not breaking that streak of not eating it. Little Caesars hasn't been an option for me in a super long time. They're just not easy for me to get to, geographically speaking. The McRegret. I miss when they used to do all-day breakfast. You know, in the before times. I'm not sure how much of a joke that is, but I would totally crush a Big Mac with McGriddles in place of the bread. I think I'm actually very dumb there. We haven't actually seen the left side of the screen, but I think I'm now making an assumption about it. Oh my gosh, it's 6:30 already. I guess that's what happens when you get a late start. Time is a construct. One that we all universally abide by. It. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm running out of time. And yet, you live in a society. Here's the thing about deadlines. They're practically one of the only reasons I get things done. Hooray! Executive dysfunction! What's that? You want to know when the last time I posted a short to YouTube or TikTok was? Don't worry about it. Okay, I was right. Yeah. That's what I was supposed to be doing today, is getting a few shorts ready for posting. And I was getting stuff done, so that's something. It's just the stuff that I was getting done wasn't what I sat down to do. I've got some tasks that I need to start working into a habit of doing instead of doing them when I get around to it. Because one of those tasks is making sure that I sort through my footage that I save. Whoops. And if I take care of that regularly, it's a very easy thing to do. If I have 2 months worth of footage that's just sitting in a folder, it's a much less easy thing to do. Yep. Cool. Very cool section. Okay. Right, yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much for the cake slices. And I think I might have missed Ashley's heart meat. You know what? Hold on one second. I think I'm letting people down. And I'm doing that by way of having received tons of gifts on YouTube and not told jokes for them. It's true. It's true. I need to do 6 jokes. From the jokiest joking joke book ever written, no joke, which has been utterly abysmal so far. How do excuse me. Thank you, Al. How will bees get their packages delivered in the future? By drones. Why don't phones wear glasses? They have contacts. What's something you should never do to your headphones? Poke them in their eye. Phone. That's so bad. Why was the computer sneezing? It had a virus. Well, see, this book was published in like 2015, and I think they did still have headphone jacks back then. But still. Yeah, contacts is fine. How are the fish able to watch the latest movie? They were streaming it. One more. Why did the coin machine feel guilty? Because it broke $1. Alright. Give a quick update of where we're at. We have 317 pages that we're counting as part of the book right now. And we are on page 43. So we're getting through it. We're getting through it. Every joke that we tell is 1 page that I'm removing from the end of the book. This chapter is tech jokes, yes. Why was the joke book a crime against humanity? Because it had no punchline. Simpsons, that's the joke.jpg. Or GIF? Could it be a GIF? H. Huh? H. We're getting real close to the maze. Real close to the maze. H. I feel like there might have been a hack that used other letter shapes for checkpoints. That seems like a thing that somebody would do. Yeah, the ROM hack race is in just a little bit more than an hour at this point. I'm gonna stop in about 15 minutes to cram some food down my throat. And then we'll be back for the race after that. Whoops. Hey, Pascal. Dinner is gonna be spaghetti. I think I can just reach that one. Yo, thank you very much for all the gifts. I really appreciate them. Oh, don't you knock off the new joke book. You know, dad jokes, the good, the bad, the terrible.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Yes, I have a replacement joke book already. Explain race. There's a... Every Saturday we get together. That was weird. Every Saturday we get together and we play a brand new level that nobody's ever seen before. And the first person to beat it wins. Oh, time change shenanigans. Silly Americans, what are you doing changing the time? Would you cut it out? You heard me. You're a bad kitty cat. She's just so dang cute sleeping on the desk. I don't want to kick her off. Now you gotta be careful about blaming things on the Amish. They'll get online and say bad things about you. Bro! Why? Why is my block being eaten? Ugh. There's a lore reason, next gamer. And the glitched Baby Yoshi levels, it's only one. This is... Everything you've seen that looks like this is one level. It's a level where, when I played it, I was doing a pretty constant, solid job of making progress through it, and it still took me like 4.5 hours. Very, very long. That's different from something that is very hard and this takes you a long time to beat. In the grand scheme of things, I wouldn't call this a particularly hard level. It's just so long. Okie dokie. Maze time! I wonder how much it would take to actually open that 4-door. If you know how to do it, I'm sure it's way faster than going the other way around. It's a marathon. It's a kaizo marathon. I feel it's really hard to wrap my head around the maze, but I feel like you'd probably need to do pretty much the whole thing in one shot. Scrap Iron, thank you very much for that high five gift. Oops. That is cool. I would consider doing it, but the thing that I did, which was just kind of fumble around in the dark, worked for me. Which ultimately means that I have a solution for it, but not like a good solution for it. What does this do? Oops. What does this do? Oh. Oh, yeah. Well... Hey, Doomer. That was much too early. Yeah, Oskise was saying that both Dr. Kerdunk and Laser Belch made maps. I regret doing this. No, I didn't find the firewood. I also had requested a yes or no answer to the question of, is Glacial Glide the level that has the key for the volcano crater hint? This is such a complicated pattern to follow because... Yes, please. Just a yes or no answer to that question. Okay. Because I was theorizing about different paths that I could take in there. And I could see where stuff could have been hidden, and that is the level that I think is the most volcano-like because of it having lava that's colored the way lava is, and also, hi Ingrid, and also for the fact that I regret. The fact that you get to the top of the mountain at the top of the tower, and he talks about erupting a volcano. Alas. I'm finding myself with an extra key coming out of this section, and I don't really know what I want to do with it. I do think I want a midway though, which means not actually getting a chance to do anything with the key. Bye, key. Hey, TNC, welcome back. Oops. Well, sure, Turd Ferguson, I can say go fuck yourself. Thank you very much. I don't know where to go, having previously worked it out. Too slow. Also, I do still have my extra key. Hey, you know what? Load state. I can come up that way. How many keys do I need? I don't remember. As many as I can grab. As many as I can get my grubby little paws on. I don't remember where I'm going next. If I got a third key, that sure would be interesting. Or terrible. Mo keys, mo problems. No kidding. That'll let me through there, which puts me there, which I remember the room that takes me to, and I don't think I necessarily want to be there. That leads me back down. Thank you very much for the heart me. Come on. I don't actually need the block there. I don't know why I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to remember what's down here. Oh, key. Here? Oops. So I guess... Wrong way again. I do feel like I'd have to see the whole map all at once. To work out how to make the 4 keys happen. Because without seeing the whole picture, I can't work it out. But that's fine, we'll go through the rest of this. I know that I'm locking myself out of stuff by doing this. At least I think I am. It's the wrong way. Have I tried drawing it? No. No, I have not. I will not succumb to paper maps. Not a bad idea. Not my key. You know what? Screw it. It's too long to redo. And I want to see what it does. Off. Shaders off, please. Oh! Oh ho ho! I was rewarded with the worst reward. Oops. You could have more keys here, but... See, if you just go here, it takes you out of this pipe here, and you gotta do all this stuff. All that stuff I skipped over. I am, yes. I don't need a super long break. Okay, apparently I do need a super long break. The maze is so long. Wait a second, my name's not Nemo. Who are you actually talking to? Oh, well, I'm through the confusing part of the maze. The part that I just finished getting through is very open-ended, and there's another route that I could have taken to get more keys, which would have either let me skip more sections or everything. But I'm not going to work out how to do it. Let's stop here so that I can eat and be ready for the race. Thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out. I'm not gonna raid on Twitch because we're just gonna be back in a little bit anyway. But yeah, Romac race is coming up in about 40 minutes. I'll see you guys either then or the next time. Bye, it's over. Yo, thank you very much for the clapping seal, Scrap Iron. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye.
It's over!